Hello Virgo, happy birthday. Welcome to September 2021 reading. Your catalyst this month is caring connections, although this card did come out reverse, which is an indication of for some of you, a desire to find more loving, caring support, or to be able to offer nurture, loving support to others around you. Bottom of this deck, we also have the Angel of Balance in reverse. So now this is also an indication that there is a need to restore balance, because that's the theme of these cards, because the Caring Connections card is the equivalent of the Two of Cups that we have in Tarot. And the twos can represent the need to make a decision, a choice. And perhaps this month, the challenge is finding the balance, finding the nurture, the support that you need from others around you, or perhaps the caring, loving support that one can give oneself. How do you speak to yourself? And that's the caring connection part, is how do we see ourselves in the mirror, in the soul? How do we connect with ourselves? How much love are we offering ourselves? And that's the message here. And also the need to restore balance, right? So the Angel of Balance is here supporting us, guiding us through this process. And it's the balance, the theme seems to be coming to a place of balance, collectedness. Let's see. So the Tarot, the overarching energy, what you need to know is this. Perhaps the current energy is this Knight of Pentacles, but he's in reverse, and that's telling me that he's not moving. You're not moving. There is a lull, there is a pause, there is stagnation, there is indecision. And perhaps that's coming from this imbalance that is coming up in the Energy Oracle deck, right? The balance that is needed, the nurture, the understanding. Some clarity is needed for this Knight to move, and he's the Knight of Pentacles, and that is earth energy, your energy. And the guidance is coming as justice. Justice in reverse, that is the need to be patient. Patience for perhaps a legal matter that needs to be solved or resolved. Patience for clarity to come in, for this balance. Again, the scales are represented here, for the balance to be restored, everything to fall in place in its divine timing, the sword of clarity to come. So there is an element of patience, an element of balance that needs to be restored. Now, however that looks like in your life, so it could be a balance with oneself, emotional healing, work-life balance, balance in a relationship even, because this is can represent relationships. So think about how which aspects of your life may be not in harmony as such, and how you can bring a sense of balance, grounding even, because of the red in here. There's a need to be grounded as well. And then patience, because justice is in reverse, and that can also be a card of divine timing sometimes. Patience for justice, karmic justice to come through. And it's going to come through in its divine timing. It cannot be willed. And if you follow the guidance of patience and restoring your balance, you have clarity. And with that comes death reverse though. So this the King of Swords, the first thing that comes to my mind is discernment. This gift of discernment, this understanding, clarity. The understanding, the clarity that comes from being patient, being grounded, being balanced in your day-to-day life, in your emotional health, your spiritual health. I'm going to clarify these cards further, but here comes this King of Swords, this energy that is supporting you. You are gaining mastery in a life matter, gaining a deeper understanding and clarity, and it is related to a process of death and rebirth. a major transformation that is underway. And as you are going through a life-changing transformation, you need the energy of the King of Swords to support you, to nurture you, to carry you forward. That's the king, the mighty king that we need, some deeper understanding and clarity that we need. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Pentacles. This is what you're trying to build, a foundation. It feels like a new beginning of some sorts, where it's rooted in a sense of stability. There's rootedness here. So stability, laying a foundation for something. Teamwork is involved, and perhaps for some of you at work, perhaps there is a discord or disharmony, and you're trying to establish some harmony, some caring connections, finding some grounding in your work and how you interact day to day with the people around you, some counsel that you're seeking. Okay, let's clarify these. What's the Knight of Pentacles all about? We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. All your cards are in reverse though, except the King of Swords. So Temperance again in reverse, and that's the card for patience, which is coming up in the Justice as well. The same energy of impatience, discord. So, okay, one more card. And it comes flying out. So we have this Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, which is an energy of giving up. The Eight of Pentacles is a pause. So working on a project that you dearly loved, dearly had so much passion for, hard at work, the busy bee energy. When this Eight of Pentacles is reversed, there is that element of pause for various reasons, giving up on a project that you loved in the past, and because there is a sense of frustration here with the Temperance in reverse. Tempering, the need to temper your emotions, temper the way you understand. There's a tendency to go in extremes. Temperance is needed. The balancing again of the yin and yang energy is demonstrated in this card here. Mastering that, and that mastery is coming, Virgo. Mastery is coming through this King of Swords energy. Clarity is coming through. So with this Temperance in reverse is again asking us to be patient. It seems that though that the guidance that's coming in or through the challenge is that the need to complete old past tasks, the need to complete, get busy, be focused. But the Knight of Pentacles is a very focused energy. So to remain focused, so that, hey, you have your Ninth Pentacle, the independence that you perhaps are seeking. Emotional fulfillment is also coming through the Nine of Pentacles. The grounding that is also represented through Nine of Pentacles. And that's what is being manifested here. But again, the patience is needed. I know it's so hard. It's not something we need to hear all the time, but there is divine timing in action. There needs to be faith, trust that the divine is working for your... It has your back. The universe has your back. And while this is still brewing, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm sensing the need to also refocus on the priorities. What these pentacles mean. What have you been working hard on? What have you built? The foundation is coming up. What have you built thus far? So there needs to be an understanding of these pentacles that you're carrying as the Knight, and what you have built thus far, and watching, observing what is unfolding before you. All this, you're coming into a place from Eight of Cups. Why all these energies are reversed is because Eight of Cups is upright. This is talking about that emotional healing, coming to a place of deep understanding of your emotional health. What worked, what didn't work. And then moving away from the cups, leaving something behind with the understanding that perhaps sometime in the future you may revisit this situation, these circumstances. But as you revisit in the future, you would have changed your perspective, you would have evolved, you would have grown, awakened to a grander, bigger understanding of life. This here is also, to me, a sign of awakening, how she's walking away off into the sunset. This is grounding, this is acceptance, coming into a place of acceptance. So perhaps for some of you, this acceptance needs to take place before we can start to complete the process of this Eight of Pentacles, a project, a job, I don't know, whatever you've been working on. And there is that higher knowledge that's coming through, represented by the Temperance card. Justice in reverse. What is this guidance for justice in reverse? Oh my goodness. Okay. Justice in reverse. The first two cards that jumped out were the Queen of Swords. Now we do have the balancing energies of the King and the Queen. Hermit reverse. And then we have two cards upright. The Ten of Cups and the Fool. Here, straight up, we have frustration demonstrated here with this justice process. Karmic justice, the sense of something happened and that was unfair. And that's what the guidance is, to move away from that feeling of bitterness, right? So here is the need to be in a state of pause and reflection, with the Hermit coming in reverse, making time to reflect on what's past and coming to a place of peace and understanding, coming to a place of acceptance, represented through these cards. The Hermit is also your card, Virgo. The Hermit, you have shown up in your own reading, but you came reverse, which means you're off balance. Your elements are not your elements, but like your being is what needs to be collected. I'm getting a sense of collectedness, fragmented. Perhaps for some of you, soul retrieval meditations, exercise might be very beneficial this month. So we are at a place of anger, frustration, with the Queen of Swords represented here, with the process of justice that is taking its own sweet time. It's coming in, but this justice is grander than your everyday legal matters, although it can represent a legal matter, but it is a process of awakening, a process of soul coming into balance, your spirit coming into a greater place of awakening. Because when we have these two cards upright, wow, this is power right here. The Queen of Swords speaks her mind. She speaks the truth. And this is the sword of truth represented here in both of these energies. The clarity, the truth that needs to be communicated, spoken, expressed. Sitting in your power, knowing your truth. This is what is being manifested here as you step into the Hermit energy. You see, shining a light on your own heart space, allowing your own power to guide you, to honor your truth. That's the guidance here, because what happens next? The Fool and the Ten of Cups, an ending and a new beginning, but a completion in a matter of a heart. You see, from 8 cups, we're jumping to 10 cups. Just pure joy, happiness, bliss, acceptance to the truth of the heart. The rainbows come out, and then you are free. There's liberation here, there's freedom, birth of something new. The courage, the bliss that comes with this the courage to take a new step in a new direction, to be free, to be liberated. That's what this sense of justice is bringing. Many messages here, Virgos, but there's a lot happening. And you know how it resonates with your situation. So the outcome we have as the King of Swords and this death that's in process, right? The transformation that is underway, and that's clarified by what's underway. Well, it's something to do with finances when we have the Four of Pentacles. Again, the grounding, the... Oh, I've used the same deck. Okay, never mind. So I'm using the same deck for clarification. Doesn't matter. But we have Five of Cups and we have the Four of Pentacles. There's transformation again in how you view your past regrets, past failures, things that didn't work for you, and then coming to an acceptance and walking away from that. So there's a whole process, emotional awakening, spiritual awakening that's taking place, represented by the cloak that this man is wearing, plus this death card that's in reverse. Now, you are also having to look at what makes you feel secure. Your root chakra needs to come into assessment here, because we have the reds. I'm really drawn to the red here of this Justice card. I think it's to do with your pentacles. What makes you grounded? What makes you feel secure? Family, job, security, financial security, assets. So there's an energy of clinging on to something, when in fact, how are your emotions related to your sense of security? That is what needs to be assessed this month. And again, coming to an understanding of what are some values around your finances, around the sense of security and stability that need to be released, that need to be forgiven perhaps. What do you need to move on from? That's the assessment here. And that's when the death process, the transformation is coming a full circle. But I love that the King of Swords is upright, because I believe you are going to come to a place where you will cut through the fog, where you will awaken to the truth of the heart, how your heart feels regarding, issues of stability and security, and how you're redefining that. The King of Swords sees through that, sees through deception, self-deception. He speaks the truth and he communicates higher knowledge, because his sword is pointed up. He's communicating higher knowledge. So pay attention to what this energy of King of Swords is bringing to you. Either it's going to come through, perhaps it will come through your own awakening, but also coming through somebody else, a mentor, financial advisor who's coming in to help you assess your deeper, grander, bigger truths. All right. There's a lot going on this month, dear Virgo. We have balance. Remember, I'm just going to recap the reading. We have balance, we have temperance, patience, and we have justice here. So the three things that are coming up this month, big things, are balancing, justice, patience. All right? I wish you guys all the very best. Much love, and have a blessed happy birthday. Take care. I'll see you all next month. Bye.